Damn, this is the intro.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC West foes. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. And his first look is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On a jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he's got Rome. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw his Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Carr. loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos are 3-0 here in the month of September. They've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Now Mayfield. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So a drive that covers almost the entire length of the field will result in 0 points.
That frustration is not just going to be felt by the guys on offense either. It's going to be felt throughout the entire team, isn't it? I mean, we've been there before, right? We've seen it. That deflation can go through the entire ranks. They're going to have to really work to make sure it doesn't affect them going forward.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throws the out route. It's Beasley with a catch. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos are not set to go on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On third down, Mayfield. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Mayfield. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2009.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw on second and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Carr now on first down. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 31. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by McManus is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 10. For a Las Vegas first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Touchdown, Broncos! Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Carr now to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Carr to throw again. Now he's flushed out left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. 1st in a row. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, when they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter, this drive becomes very critical. First down, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on 1st down. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Remember in preseason we would go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to practice losing straight? And they really came together in a good week of practice.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, Mayfield. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown! Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 10. A minute 36 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay away, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And